Total idiots at work, caught on camera. The world is full of hilarious moments, but some instances leave even the word hilarious in awe. From unexpected mishaps to jaw-dropping blunders, these unforgettable moments will have you in stitches. Today, we've got 10 such instances caught on camera that will have you rolling on the floor with laughter. Each clip captures the sheer unpredictability of life and the humor found in everyday accidents. So, without further ado, let's dive in. Moment 1. Forklift driver wrecks entire warehouse. In a quiet Russian warehouse, the workday began as usual. Forklifts hummed as workers moved around, stacking goods and organizing the shelves. One particular forklift operator, performing his routine tasks, was responsible for shifting large, heavy pallets from one section to another. The warehouse was packed with towering metal shelves filled with products, each one stacked to the brim with valuable inventory. The operator was experienced, but that day, a small mistake would lead to a massive disaster. As he drove the forklift toward one of the towering shelves, the operator misjudged the clearance. With the forklift raised slightly too high, the pallet hit the edge of a shelf. It wasn't a hard hit, just a small nudge, but in a warehouse filled with heavy goods, even minor miscalculations can have catastrophic effects. The shelf began to sway, and within seconds, it gave way. The sound of metal screeching and crashing echoed across the warehouse as the entire shelving unit collapsed. What happened next was like a chain reaction from a disaster movie. The collapsing shelf fell into the next one, and that one into another, sending row after row of shelves crashing to the ground in a domino effect. Boxes, pallets, and products tumbled everywhere, creating a massive pile of destruction in mere moments. The forklift operator sat frozen in shock as the chaos unfolded around him. His co-workers, startled by the noise, watched in horror as the shelves fell like a house of cards. Some ran to safety, while others could only stand there in disbelief at the scale of the destruction. In the aftermath, millions of rubles worth of goods were lost, and the warehouse needed extensive repairs. This incident became a vivid reminder of how one small mistake, like misjudging a forklift's height, can lead to catastrophic results. Precision and care are vital when operating heavy machinery, especially in high-stakes environments like warehouses. Moment 2. The office chair prank gone wrong. In a lively office environment, one worker decided to liven things up with a playful prank on a colleague. The plan was simple: adjust the colleague's office chair so that when they sat down, it would spin uncontrollably. It was meant to be a harmless joke, something to get a quick laugh from the team. The prankster carefully altered the chair's tension, ensuring it would twirl with ease, thinking it would be a funny moment when their colleague struggled to stop spinning. However, things didn't go as planned. The prankster decided to test out the chair before setting the trap. As they sat down, they misjudged the force needed to make the chair spin. Instead of a slow twirl, the chair spun wildly, faster than expected. The prankster, caught off guard, lost their balance and was flung off the chair, crashing to the floor in front of their co-workers. The office erupted in laughter, but it was clear the prank had gone wrong. The prankster, now the victim of their own joke, stood up red-faced and embarrassed, rubbing their back from the fall. Instead of being the mastermind behind a clever prank, they became the punchline of the day. This mishap serves as a reminder that workplace pranks, while fun, can easily backfire or lead to accidents. Even something as simple as a chair prank can result in injury or embarrassment if not done carefully. Moment 3. Bulldozer demolishes wrong house.
All new this morning, a major mix-up in Dallas. You're looking at what's left of a 1920s home that was demolished by mistake.
That's a big...
In a quiet neighborhood in Texas, a construction crew arrived one morning with a clear task: demolish an old, abandoned house scheduled for teardown. The team, equipped with a massive bulldozer, prepared to clear the lot for new development. Everything seemed routine as the crew reviewed their paperwork and pointed toward what they believed to be the correct house. However, an unnoticed clerical error would turn this ordinary job into a nightmare. Due to a mix-up in paperwork, the crew had been given the wrong address. Instead of demolishing the intended vacant house, they unknowingly targeted a perfectly fine, occupied home just a few houses down. As the bulldozer operator got to work, walls crumbled, windows shattered, and the house was reduced to rubble in a matter of hours. The mistake wasn't discovered until the homeowner, who had been away for the day, returned only to find that their entire house was gone. Stunned and confused, they stood in front of the pile of debris trying to comprehend what had happened. The crew, realizing their devastating error too late, could only watch in horror as the homeowner's shock turned into anger and disbelief. To make matters worse, the demolition had been captured on camera by curious neighbors, and the footage quickly went viral. Social media erupted with comments, and the incident became a widely shared cautionary tale about the dangers of miscommunication in large projects. News outlets picked up the story, turning the homeowner's tragedy into a national headline. This incident underscores the critical importance of double-checking paperwork and verifying every detail before undertaking major tasks. One small oversight led to the destruction of an innocent family's home, highlighting how even routine projects can have disastrous consequences without careful attention to detail. Moment 4. Janitor slips on wet floor. In a busy shopping mall, a janitor was performing his usual duties, mopping the floor near the entrance. It was a simple task he had done countless times, ensuring that the area was clean and safe for visitors. However, on this particular day, he made a critical mistake. He forgot to place the wet floor sign to warn people about the slippery surface. As the janitor moved to another section to grab more cleaning supplies, he hurriedly stepped back onto the very spot he had just mopped. In a moment of pure irony, his foot slipped on the wet tile, and he lost his balance, crashing to the floor with a loud thud. The sight of the janitor falling on his own freshly mopped surface left passers-by both concerned and amused. Some shoppers rushed to help him up, while others couldn't help but chuckle at the situation. The janitor, though shaken and slightly embarrassed, managed to get back on his feet, brushing off the incident with a sheepish smile. This accident serves as a perfect example of how even the smallest oversight, like forgetting to place a wet floor sign, can lead to unexpected disasters. It highlights the importance of attention to detail when it comes to safety precautions, especially in high-traffic areas. Moment 5. Delivery driver stuck in the doorway. In a suburban neighborhood, a delivery driver arrived at a customer's house with a large sofa, ready to complete what should have been a routine drop-off. However, there was one glaring problem. The front door of the house was much narrower than the oversized sofa. Despite this, the driver was determined to squeeze the sofa through the small doorway. With a few grunts and heavy lifting, the driver tried every angle, pushing, pulling, tilting, but nothing worked. Each attempt only seemed to make the situation worse. The sofa got wedged tighter, and in the process, the driver accidentally damaged the doorframe, leaving scratches and dents along the wood. The sound of splintering wood made it clear that things were not going as planned. The homeowner, watching the struggle unfold, grew visibly frustrated. As the driver's efforts became more desperate, the situation only got worse, and what started as an inconvenient delivery turned into a comedy of errors. Someone nearby caught the entire ordeal on camera, and soon the footage was circulating online, gaining attention for the sheer absurdity of the situation. This incident underscores the importance of proper planning when making deliveries, especially with large furniture. A little foresight could have saved time, frustration, and a damaged doorframe. Moment 6. Worker falls off unsecured ladder. In a bustling grocery store, a worker was assigned a simple task: change a burnt-out light bulb in one of the aisles. Armed with a ladder, the worker hurriedly set it up beneath the fixture. However, in the rush to get the job done quickly, they overlooked a critical step: securing the ladder properly. The base of the ladder was slightly uneven on the tiled floor, but the worker didn't notice. As the worker climbed up, reaching out to unscrew the bulb, the ladder began to wobble. Before they could react, the unstable ladder tipped to the side, sending the worker crashing to the ground. In the process, they grabbed onto a nearby shelf for support, but this only made matters worse. Several shelves of products came down with them, scattering cans and boxes all over the aisle in a chaotic mess. Shocked by the noise, co-workers rushed over to help the fallen worker, who was shaken, but thankfully not seriously injured. Cleanup efforts began immediately, with employees scrambling to restock the fallen items and restore order. This accident highlights the crucial importance of securing equipment before use. A simple check to ensure the ladder was stable could have prevented the fall and the resulting chaos, underscoring the need for caution in everyday tasks. Moment 7. Copier explosion in office. In a busy office, an overworked employee was dealing with a jammed copier during a hectic day. The machine, notorious for frequent malfunctions, had once again stopped working right in the middle of an important print job. Frustrated and running out of patience, the worker tried everything they could think of, pulling trays, pressing buttons, and jostling the copier, but the paper remained stubbornly jammed inside. As their frustration mounted, the worker gave the copier one final hard yank. That was the breaking point. With a loud bang, the copier burst open, spewing a flurry of paper and toner into the air. Sheets flew everywhere, creating a chaotic storm of white paper as the office was suddenly filled with the sound of machinery coming to a grinding halt. Coworkers, startled by the loud noise, turned to see the aftermath. The frustrated worker standing in a sea of paper and toner, looking both shocked and embarrassed. Some colleagues stifled laughter while others rushed over to help clean up the mess. This incident serves as a reminder that staying calm in stressful situations can prevent accidents like this. A little patience and careful troubleshooting would have saved both the copier and the worker from an unnecessary explosion and embarrassment. Moment 8. Drone crashes into expensive car. In a sleek outdoor setting, a worker was tasked with filming a promotional video for a luxury car, aiming to capture stunning aerial shots with a drone. The car, a brand new model worth hundreds of thousands of dollars, gleamed under the sunlight as the drone soared above, recording breathtaking footage. The worker was excited to get the perfect shot, circling the car with the drone to highlight its features from every angle. However, things took a sudden turn when the worker lost control of the drone. Whether due to inexperience or a malfunction, the drone veered off its path and spiraled toward the car. Before the worker could regain control, the drone crashed directly into the car's windshield with a loud thud, shattering the glass. The sound of the crash echoed through the set, and everyone rushed to assess the damage. The car, once pristine, now had a spider-webbed windshield and the drone was in pieces. To make matters worse, the entire incident was caught from multiple camera angles, including the drone's own feed, making it a viral-worthy disaster. This mishap highlights the importance of practicing with equipment before using it in high-stakes situations. A little extra preparation could have prevented a costly mistake and saved the luxury car from an expensive repair. Moment 9. Forklift driver hits ceiling. In a bustling warehouse in the US, workers were busy handling shipments, moving pallets, and stacking inventory. Among them was a forklift driver tasked with moving large, heavy boxes to the storage area. The warehouse was filled with the sound of machinery and the hurried movement of workers, creating a fast-paced environment where efficiency was key. However, in the rush to get things done, the forklift driver made a critical oversight. With a large load stacked high on the forklift, the driver didn't account for the low ceiling in one section of the warehouse. As the forklift moved forward, the top of the load struck a ceiling beam with a loud crash. The impact sent sparks flying as the load hit an overhead light fixture and debris rained down onto the warehouse floor. The sudden noise startled nearby workers, causing them to stop in their tracks as they watched the chaos unfold. The driver, visibly shocked, immediately halted the forklift, realizing the extent of the damage. Other workers rushed over, concerned both for the driver's safety and the destruction above. The incident left the ceiling damaged, the load ruined, and the driver stunned by his misjudgment. This accident underscores the importance of being fully aware of your surroundings when operating heavy machinery. In high-stakes environments like warehouses, even a small oversight can lead to dangerous and costly consequences. Moment 10. Runaway shopping cart. In a bustling supermarket parking lot, an employee was tasked with collecting stray shopping carts scattered across the area. The lot was busy with shoppers loading their groceries into their cars, and the employee hurriedly worked to round up the carts. In the rush, the employee inadvertently left one cart unsecured on a slight incline. Moments later, a gust of wind or a slight jostle from passing traffic caused the unattended cart to roll down the ramp. Gaining momentum, it careened across the parking lot before crashing into the side of a parked customer's car. The impact was loud, drawing immediate attention from nearby shoppers and employees. The customer, who had just finished their shopping, returned to find their car dented and scratched by the runaway cart. Their frustration was evident as they inspected the damage. Meanwhile, the employee, realizing the mishap, approached the scene with a mix of embarrassment and regret, offering to help with the situation. The incident highlighted a crucial lesson. Even small tasks, like securing shopping carts, can have significant consequences if neglected. It serves as a reminder of the importance of attention to detail in all responsibilities, no matter how routine they may seem. And there you have it. Some of the most unbelievable workplace accidents caught on camera. While some of these moments gave us a good laugh, they're also reminders of the importance of safety, attention to detail, and preparation in any job. Whether it's a forklift mishap or a runaway shopping cart, accidents can happen in the blink of an eye. If you enjoyed watching these wild workplace fails, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and click the notification bell so you never miss out on more entertaining and eye-opening content. Thanks for watching, and stay safe out there.